In this video, we're going to look at special product patterns. So with some products of binomials, we actually see a pattern in what it's going to equal to. The first one is the sum and difference pattern. That is that a plus b times a minus b is a squared minus b squared. So it's kind of the reverse of what we saw when we were factoring difference of squares. We still have that same pattern either way. So for example, if I had x plus 7 times x minus 7, that would equal to my a here is x and my b is 7. So it equal to x squared minus 7 squared, which is equal to x squared minus 49. So that's that pattern. I also have the square of a binomial pattern. So for a plus b squared, that's going to equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. For a minus b squared, that's going to be this pretty much the same thing, except I'm subtracting that 2ab. So looking at the same example, let's say I had x plus 7 squared. My a here is going to be x, and my b is going to be 7. So according to this pattern, this is going to be equal to x squared plus 2 times a, which is x, times b, which is 7, plus 7 squared, which would be x squared plus 2 times 7 is 14x plus 49. And then we also have the cube of a binomial, and so if I have a plus b cubed, it's going to be equal to this whole thing. A minus b cubed is going to be equal to this. So looking at my same example, let's say I had x plus 7 cubed. My a is x, my b is 7. So that means that this is going to be equal to a cubed, so x cubed, plus 3 times x squared times b, which is 7, plus 3 times a, which is x, times b7 squared, plus b, which is 7 cubed. And then you can simplify that to be x cubed plus 21x squared plus 7 squared is 49, and 49 times 3, you get 147x, plus 7 cubed, which is 343. So these are just some patterns that we see so that we can go ahead and multiply these using those patterns instead of what we did in the previous video. So let's look at some examples. This first one I have 4n plus 5 times 4n minus 5. So I see this is a sum and difference pattern, have the same terms, 4n and 5 in both. The only difference is that one is plus and the other is minus. So my a here is 4n, and my b here is 5. And so, following that pattern, that means this is going to equal to 4n squared minus 5 squared. And if you remember with our exponent rules, when I do this 4n squared, I'm actually squaring the 4 and the n, because 4n squared is the same thing as 4n times 4n. And so when I do that, 4 squared, I get 16, n squared minus 25. Okay, number 2, I have 9y minus 2 squared. So this is the square of a binomial pattern. So here my a is 9y and my b is 2. And since I am subtracting, I'm going to follow this second one that we see here. So that means this is going to equal to a squared, so 9y squared, minus 2 times a, which is 9y, times b, which is 2, plus b squared, which is 2 squared. And so simplifying that, when I do 9 squared, I get 81y squared, minus 2 times 9 is 18, 18 times 2, I get 36y, plus 2 squared, which is 4. Okay, and then this last one, I have ab plus 4 cubed. So here I have a cube of a binomial, so I'm going to follow this first one since I'm adding. So here my a is ab and my b is 4. So following that pattern, I'm going to have a cubed, so ab cubed, plus 3a squared, so ab squared, times b, which is 4, plus 3a, so ab, times b squared, which is 4 squared, plus b cubed. And simplifying that, ab cubed, so I'm going to put this cubed here with the a and the b, so I have a cubed, b cubed, plus 3 times 4, I get 12. ab squared is going to be a squared, b squared, plus 4 squared, I get 16. 16 times 3, I get 48. AB. And then 4 cubed, I get 64.